4 months of their togetherness as athlete in Murray University. They are here for 4 months. Hand in hand, always stay with each other's sadness and happiness. Things are hard here but with each other everything seems less hard and more easy. Taehyung is low looking at Jungkook's ethereal face as if he is in prayer. The class is not sword fighting but meditation today. Where everyone sitting on the mat eyes closed. Trying to calm their mind, Taehyung is busy looking at his jewel's face. Taehyung, if you don't come here for meditation then you can get out of here. The teacher said to take Taehyung's attention. But without him the whole class's meditation broke. They look in the direction where Taehyung is looking at Jungkook like his life depends on him. Well somehow it does. Lover boy, stop staring and concentrate. Today we don't have much class. So pay your attention in class. Namjin said with a serious face. We can also do this with our eyes open. Taehyung defended himself with a stern face while glancing at Jungkook with his famous boxy smile. It's useless to do so. He won't understand anything. Bogum who is beside my Jungkook said while closing his eyes again. Aren't you talking too much? Stop talking, the teacher will scold us. Jimin said, pinching Bogum who glared at him and again closed his eyes. If anyone talks now then be ready for the punishment. The teacher said to take everyone's attention. Everyone becomes quiet and the rest of the class goes smoothly. At the breakfast table everyone is eating while Hoseok is feeding Ga. Taehyung crunched his nose in disgust and gagged. Jungkook slapped his arms only to bring a cute sulky face. Guys, let's go out for some shopping and a movie. We can go out today. I am so excited to look over the city. Jimin said with his angelic smile. He wanted to explore the city but he couldn't even leave the campus due to studying in different classes. Of course, I am also excited. My card is feeling sick because it's not being used. Seokjin said with his wide smile. He is already planning to buy whatever comes in his sight. He loves shopping and more than that he loves the color pink. I have some study left. I won't be able to go. You guys go and enjoy it. Jungkook said with a nervous smile. His fingers are playing with the fabrics of his trousers. A dull painful feeling clouded in his eyes. Taehyung, who was sitting beside him, didn't say anything at first. He just glanced at him. He noticed everything carefully. The way Jungkook's smile didn't reach his eyes. The way Jungkook's doe eyes gives a clear statement of his pain. The slight tremble in Jungkook's fingers which is busy pinching the fabric. The way his shoulders curled in a little too much. As if he was trying to make himself smaller in a room full of people he loved. Is it really that important, Jungkook tilde? Please compromise for us. Please do it, Jimin said with his sweet pout as Jungkook melted in that look only. Yes, Hung, I have some homework left. Jungkook said with the same nervous smile. He couldn't say much, he doesn't lie much, and now he is feeling too guilty for lying to his Hung who loves him so much. That's fine, we'll go next time together. And that day I won't listen to anything. You have to go, Jimin said easily, already lost in plans. He can't cancel it as next weekend he is going to his house and he needs something urgently for the trip. More precisely, he lost his earphones and he can't travel without one. Music is important while traveling. Yeah, next time I won't say no. I will complete my study in time. Jungkook said quickly. He is feeling really guilty for lying like this. But Taehyung knew that next time was a fragile word for Jungkook. He knows the reason behind Jungkook's decline. He knows how bad Jungkook is feeling right now. His heart aches watching his jewel this timid. Taehyung reached for his juice, then took a slow sip. He looked at the group then said casually. Then I'm not going either. Taehyung announced putting the juice glass in front of him. The table went quiet, everyone is glancing at each other. While Jungkook's head snapped up. Hung, what? No, you should go. Why would you cancel this chance? Didn't you say you want new shoes? Jungkook asked in his honey tone. He is trying to convince Taehyung to go but Taehyung is Taehyung. Everyone knows Taehyung will do whatever he says. But if it's Jungkook then this is another matter. I just don't want to go. Shopping is boring without someone holding my bags. Taehyung said and shrugged, peeling an apple lazily. He cut the apples and put them on Jungkook's plate carefully. Your bodyguard isn't allowed. Seokjin grunts out while chewing the banana. You talk a lot, Hung. Taehyung replied flatly. Once he was done filling Jungkook's plate. He picked some strawberries and put them on his and Jungkook's plate. Everyone can see his actions. Everyone knows why Taehyung is throwing these tantrums. You're lying. You just don't want to leave Jungkook. Hoseok chuckled as he completed his sentence. He is feeding Ga another bite while Ga is also feeding him with a smile on her face. Taehyung didn't even deny it. How can he when the truth is screaming in front of everyone? He leaned closer to Jungkook, resting his chin on his palm. His eyes are soft as he starts talking about Jungkook. My Jewel looks tired. I'll stay with him. You guys can carry on. Taehyung said quietly. Listening to this, Jungkook's chest tightened. He looked at Taehyung, whose eyes were busy worshipping him. Hung, you don't have to do anything. Please enjoy tilde. Jungkook couldn't complete it due to Taehyung. Before he can say more, Taehyung cut him off. I want to. So stop deciding things for me. Taehyung cut in gently. His deep voice actually feels like a soothing lullaby whenever he talks with Jungkook. Even your voice knows double face. Yoongi said with visible disgust while Taehyung plucked out his tongue, showing it to Yoongi just to tease him. Taehyung reached under the table and laced their fingers together. Jungkook looked at him with his doe eyes. His midnight sapphire eyes are sparkling with unknown feeling while Taehyung's jade green eyes are filled with admiration for his jewel. Get official, guys. Propose to each other and give us treats. Minjun, who was passing by the table, said, witnessing their intertwined hands. Jungkook blushed after hearing it while Taehyung smiled genuinely. So genuinely that his 32 teeth are on display. Jungkook loves the idea. Being with Taehyung. With Taehyung he forgets the whole world. He found himself the happiest person in this world. Only Taehyung's sadness makes his heartbreak worse. The pain is something he never knew could exist. Only Taehyung and Taehyung's thoughts make him happy. Only Taehyung's sadness broke his heart. Then he remembers his past. His own life and its mess. He can't entertain himself. He has his ma who needs medical facilities. A sister who is still small. Being with someone like Jungkook, Taehyung's life will be more difficult. He also can't give the happiness Taehyung deserves. He isn't cool like Taehyung. He isn't handsome, which should be adored by the group of Taehyung's class. He isn't friendly. Worst of all, he rarely talked with those whom he loved. How can someone angelic like Taehyung be happy with someone like Jungkook? Only if he knows the truth. Only if he knows how beautiful he is in Taehyung's eyes. And how much he looks handsome effortlessly. How much Taehyung loves every flaw of him. How much Taehyung respects every decision taken by Jungkook. Hell, he literally worshipped the ground Jungkook walked. Get to the point, guys. Jungkook, you are going and this is final. Jia said and stood up. Following her, Hoseok also stood up and they both left. Come on, Jewel, you are going with me. Taehyung said with a cute pout in his lips. How could anyone decline this cute request? Jungkook also couldn't do it. He nodded his head and smiled slowly at Taehyung. They all left the canteen and attended academic classes. Later they all get ready and the whole campus gets busy going out as they get this kind of time for the first time. All are ready to go out and explore the whole city. The city of magic is all Xylos knows. The entire ride in the bus was filled with laughing and chatting. Most of the passengers are university students. Taehyung was talking with Jungkook and occasionally teasing Yoongi. While Yoongi is trying to sleep, he gets disturbed by a demon whose appearance is actually angelic. Seokjin is talking while Namjin is trying his best to shove some logic in the topic. And the new couple lost in their own world. When they reached the mall, Jungkook was glancing around it. Taehyung held his hand gently and guided him towards a boutique. Don't let go of my hand. This place eats people, Taehyung murmured softly. As usual, his silly and funny face made Jungkook's heart relax. You're exaggerating, Hyungi. Also, I am not a child. Jungkook huffed a small laugh. He knows Taehyung is trying hard to soothe things for him and he is more than grateful for it. I'm protecting my jewel. He needs hard protection. Taehyung glanced at him with a fond smile. The smile is always on his lips whenever he is with his jewel. Hyungi, this place looks expensive. Jungkook started, glancing around the whole boutique which looked like everything Jungkook couldn't touch. He is feeling nervous while looking at the expensive clothes around him. So, Taehyung said and pulled Jungkook a bit closer. He can feel his heartbeat when Jungkook's and his body bumped. He is happy, too happy to be with his jewel this close. So I'm not buying anything. Jungkook said quickly. Of course he isn't even planning to buy anything. Where would he get money for buying something? Good, because I am. Taehyung said and tilted his head, eyes sparkling with mischief. The shopkeeper greeted them with a knowing smile. She knows the Kims. Precious heir Kim Taehyung. Taehyung began roaming around at the shop like a man on a mission. And poor Jungkook followed him helplessly, watching as Taehyung picked up soft sweaters, simple shirts, and warm hoodies. He is choosing nothing flashy, just things that Jungkook would like. You are not even watching size. This isn't your size, Hyungi. Jungkook said and huffed in annoyance. Taehyung is not going to hear anything. This color, it looks like your eyes when you're happy. Taehyung said, holding up a deep blue knit. The color is indeed Jungkook's eye color. Taehyung is already imagining his jewel wearing this gorgeous color. Hyungi, what are you talking about? Jungkook swallowed hard. He somehow knows the reason behind this smile and sentence. He cannot accept those from Taehyung. He tried to stop Taehyung by holding his hand, but Taehyung just gave him his pure boxy smile. And this is for when you feel cold. Winter is coming, so you have to be careful. Taehyung added, grabbing a cream cardigan. Jungkook shook his head while maintaining a gaze with Taehyung. Taehyung nodded his head. That's too many, don't you think? Jungkook shook his head once again. He is feeling overwhelmed by everything. I don't need those. I have winter clothes. It's not for today or tomorrow. It's for all the days you didn't buy anything for yourself. Taehyung said with a soft voice and smiled gently. Then Taehyung turned, eyes lighting up as he spotted a rack of graphics hoodies. He takes one in his hand and then another. Already a salesman is piling up those clothes on the counter with a smile on his face. Oh, Yeonjin would love this. Taehyung said, taking two more while Jungkook blinked. Your brother, he is really sweet though. Jungkook asked with a small smile. He is already reminiscing about the moment he and Eunha spent in Kim Mansion. He is actually, without painting he loves nothing. My brother will be really famous one day. Just wait, Jungkook, people will recognize me as his brother. Everyone will say he is Yoonjin's brother. The famous painter, Taehyung said with a proud smile on his face. He is really proud of his brother's artistic talent. Taehyung moved again, holding Jungkook's hands. This time toward a section filled with shawls and soft woolen wraps. Jungkook also looked there. He knows Mrs. Kim loves the shawl. She always carries one in winter. This one is for your grandma, he said with great focus, touching a pastel shawl. Later he pulled a lavender one and showed it to Jungkook. Will it suit my mom? She really loves the shawl and this color will look good on her. Okay, beautiful Nuna, please pack all light colors, one for Ma and some more for my mom. My mom likes light and deep colors. So pack it wisely, Taehyung said without caring about the price tag. Jungkook's breath hitched when Taehyung said pack a few for Ma. He sighed and glared at Taehyung furiously. Hyungi, what are you doing? Please don't do it, Jungkook said with a pleading tone. Taehyung turned dramatically and cupped Jungkook's face gently. She'll like it, Jewel. It's light, won't hurt her shoulders. Let me buy something for Ma also, Taehyung said with his warm voice. Jungkook tried to say something more, but Taehyung didn't let him say more. Why are you shopping this much? Jungkook asked, being irritated by Taehyung purchasing everything. Jungkook tried to stop him, but Taehyung didn't stop. He crouched slightly near a display of small dresses and hair accessories, picking up a pair of star-shaped clips. Christmas, bunny, Christmas, Taehyung said while picking a few more clips. Jungkook's eyes filled with tears when he heard the word, bunny, from Taehyung's mouth. This is the name his mother often used to call him. And Eunha, she'll love these, Taehyung said with a fond smile on his lips. Jungkook holds hands and makes them face to face. What are you doing, Hyungi? Please don't do all these. I can't do anything for you. Please, Hyungi, Jungkook pleaded softly. His lips wobble up. Jungkook's fingers trembled as he grabbed Taehyung's sleeve. Taehyung brushed Jungkook's cheeks, whipping away the tears. Hyungi, I can't accept all this. It's too much for me. I can't, please, Jungkook said desperately. Taehyung leaned, lowering his voice so only Jungkook could hear. You take care of everyone before yourself. Let me take care of the people you love. Let me do it, please. At least let me be with you for a little bit, Taehyung said gently. Jungkook's tears finally slipped free. He sobbed softly and sniffed. Hyungi, please, Jungkook said, trying to be reasonable with Taehyung, but as usual no one can stop Taehyung. Please, Jungkookie, let me do this, Taehyung pleaded more desperately. He intended to say a bit more but was stopped forcibly as he was cut off by everyone from their group. What are you guys doing? Wash shopping together. Romance in the air, love is so near, Jia said while looking at her brother and future brother-in-law. Wow, he's shopping for the whole family now. Such a domestic scene. The actual official couple is here, Jimin exclaimed loudly, taking the other people's attention. Chim, I never thought I would agree with you, but now I can't help. That's literally husband behavior, Seokjin said and nodded his head synonymously with Jimin. Yoongi groaned, looking at Taekook, then at Seokjin and Jimin, who were busy cooing at the adorable couple. I didn't come here to feel single. Yoongi exclaimed with the same blank face and irritated tone. Jungkook was flushed deeply by everything, but Taehyung only laughed and pulled him closer. Jungkook hid himself in Taehyung's chest. His face was completely hidden in Taehyung's chest. Taehyung put his other hand on Jungkook's back, caressing softly. Come on, Cookie, let's get snacks next. Eunha needs sweets too, Taehyung said softly. He is trying to pull Jungkook away from the hug when Jia winked at him with a smug smile. Come on little bro, you are loving it. Jia teased them when everyone laughed along with the salesperson and manager of the shop. Such a cute couple, the older lady who was present at the boutique said with an adorable smile on her face. Don't you guys have anything to buy? Go and buy them, Taehyung said while everyone left to buy their necessary things. Jungkook backed away from the hug and looked at Taehyung, who ruffled his hair tenderly. His eyes showed how deeply he is in love with Jungkook. The older lady followed every gesture between the boys who seemed immensely in love. Choose something for me, Jewel, Taehyung said, and Jungkook nodded his head and pulled out a red jacket. Taehyung smiled and took it excitedly. I will go and try it. Taehyung left while Jungkook sat on the couch beside the older lady. He is blushing furiously. You guys are a really cute couple, the older lady said with a smile on her face. Jungkook looked at her and smiled politely. We are not any couple, Grandma. Can I call you that? Jungkook asked, being all nervous as she is looking really rich. And Jungkook's encounter with rich people isn't very appropriate. Of course, sweetheart. And why are you saying that you guys are not a couple? I literally give you both marriage in my mind, the grandma said with a wide smile on her face. Jungkook lowered his eyelid. His already pink-dusted cheeks now look like a tomato. You guys are in love. It's clear in both of your eyes. Hyungi loves me, Jungkook whispered slowly. It's hard to hear his words. But anyway, the grandma did. She smiles slowly and holds Jungkook's hand. Jungkook looks at her almost immediately. And you, my dear? She asked with a chuckle. She already knows the answer. Jungkook's actions, his eyes, everything is living proof of his love. Actually I do tilde don't, Jungkook said hesitantly after a long time. He doesn't know someone heard the word and tears keep pouring from his eyes. If you really don't love him, then you would have said it more firmly. Immediately, without any further delay. You paused, you hesitated. What's the reason, my boy? Grandma asked to make eye contact with Jungkook. Jungkook couldn't answer her, maintaining eye contact. How can a mere lotus flower love the moon? Jungkook asked with a tone that was filled with pain. Not just his face, his eyes were also filled with unyielding sadness. Taehyung looks at Jungkook and the pain in his eyes makes his heart ache. He held his chest and shook his head looking at Jungkook. He didn't come out of the room. Suddenly he is feeling he ran out of courage. Jungkook is drowning in his own mess. He is literally feeling like choking in nothing. Grandma put her hand on Jungkook's shoulder to bring him back from the despair he was drowning. A lotus flower. Do you know why poets never separate the lotus from the moon? The grandma asked softly, looking at Jungkook. Jungkook blinked his eyes, tears clinging to his lashes. He is trying hard not to cry when actually he wants to do it. Because they belong to different worlds. Jungkook whispered slowly. Taehyung gasps and looked at his jewel with agony and longing. While the grandma smiled at him slowly. The smile somehow saying they already predict this answer. No, my boy, you are wrong, because they belong to the same night. She said gently. Maybe someone was this dear to her also. The lotus blooms only when the moon rises. It waits through heat, storm, and darkness. It keeps its petals closed not because it is weak, but because it knows for whom it should bloom. Jungkook's breath hitched listening to her.